No, so much for finding secrets outside. That is something you need to do to beat the first dragon warrior.
Have you noticed? So many of the little Gondwanas have arrived who wouldn't want to be a refugee in Varna.
Talk to you later.
Looking to buy forging supplies, Smoothface?
I like the song.
Have you visited the Grand Plaza yet?
President Gerrard personally funds it, as well as the huge casino that serves as its crown jewel. Gerrard's economic brilliance has brought untold wealth to the city.
I saw a huge airship outside Varna. I swear it was the size of the entire city of Varna.
You're expecting me to tell you to move it along, citizen? Why, that is preposterous. I'd sooner just accept bribes for whatever schemes you're planning. It is the Varna way. Enjoying the market district? Just up the hill is the core of Varna, a series of towers occupied by the world's richest. A lot of them are actually vacation homes owned by foreigners from Sayunaa and Sandraka. It is a stark contrast to the vast shanty city that surrounds the core at ground level. I guess I can buy all the alright I want now.
I hear President Gerrard is looking for people of beauty for his next big thing. Do you think I'm beautiful enough? Teehee!
Man, those stories have not given me much gold. I've gotten way more gold than that just doing the desert a few times. Many of us have fled to Varna. It is close by and the locals have been pretty welcoming. Let's give these voices a shot. We'll start with the horse this one. How are you holding up, friend?
I failed to eliminate Giovanni once again.
We'll get him. My guess is once we expose these Denari Conclave guys, he'll be among them. Just a matter of time.
Good. You smooth faces will probably find this strange, but in a way, Giovanni has become my new reason for continuing to live. I can think of nothing else but vengeance. Though once I have honored my mate, I will be without purpose.
What about the Barrator? They're going to need a leader when the dust settles.
I would die of boredom.
Well, you can delegate certain boring tasks. Just be their leader in spirit.
Ha, got it. I will start a new tradition. Punt the Giovanni. We'll compete in various ways to destroy effigies of him.
Sounds good. Count me in when it happens. Hello, my friend. What do you think of Varna? I never tired the Vareska Peninsula. There's a certain romanticism about it. What a timely subject. Romance. Do tell. The world at a tipping point, and this is your primary concern, eh? Yep. Master Kesh, how the mighty have fallen. You have taught me about life's most complex philosophies, multiple martial arts. Perhaps you will be nearly 3 centuries old one day. If you make it that far, you will understand. Makes sense. To be honest with you, I don't think Ingrid or I could explain it if we wanted to. It just kind of happened. It's a bit scary and exciting at the moment. That is the best kind. You should count yourself lucky, a brilliant young woman such as herself, able to accept you in all your misgivings. Believe me, not everyone meets that person in their life, much less during the prime of their life. I wanted to ask you about Cormag. During your time at the Academy, they never told you anything about this Subject Zero? Not a thing. I was too busy crushing the egos of students such as yourselves to snoop around their records. However, Alder's theory sounds plausible, a failed experiment. I do know that the augmentation process took some refining and used to be much more intense. Too much for the normal human body and mind to bear. Hi, Dad.
Boy, how do you keep your composure around this woman?
Whoa there, Slugger. My own father drooling over soda gives me the creeps.
Don't encourage me even more. Besides, as I understand it, our flaxen-haired genius has already stolen your heart.
Yeah.
Truthfully, we have been discussing Subject Zero, the Denari Conclave, and what it all means.
Conclusions?
Sigmund and his inner circle are pursuing world domination, I have no doubt. Well, Sigmund is driven by religious ideology. There are several prophecies in regards to the avatars that could be driving him.
Pure insanity.
Indeed, Subject Zero seems to be convinced that he is some sort of ancient being. Somehow or another, he has very specific knowledge of times far in the past. We must also consider how efficient and deliberate he has been since first crashing the wedding. I am tempted to believe he is not simply insane.
I agree, he seems to be in complete control. Always one step ahead, always in the know. Stronger than a human could possibly be, even augmented.
We face enormous challenges, boy. However, it does not feel nearly as daunting as it should. You and I together, we are a force to be reckoned with. I am privileged to be on the right side. On your side.
Oh, you could have taken Albert with you. Or did he just refuse to go?
Hey.
Hello, I am glad you seem to have forgiven me.
Well, yeah. Is it safe to assume you can actually read my thoughts now? Word for word?
Something like that. I am sorry, it is a recent development. I'm getting the impression that it is distressing others.
Oh, no, it's fine. Can you tell me what led you to follow Cormag? And what exactly happened to you while you're away? I'm sure that you can sense I have indeed forgiven you, but I still need to understand the facts.
My reliance on telepathy has made my other instincts weak. I could not penetrate Cormag's mind, and I went along with each and every one of his promises and manipulations.
Well, I hope you've forgiven Aldor then, because I just edited yesterday the scene where you're just trashing him because he didn't really know how to be a father to Lucian. And that you were calling him like weak or something, and you pretty much did the exact same things.
I believed in my heart that Giovanni's shard was the key to saving my father's life, as well as my own.
Wait, what? Your own life?
Repeated use of my magic without properly regenerating was tearing my body to pieces. It just wasn't as apparent in me as it was in my father, primarily due to our age difference.
You've been killing yourself for my cause? Why do you never tell me these things? Hold on, Lucian. I know that you know Soha's name, but there are plenty of NPCs whose name you don't know who've been dying for your cause. I mean, you look fine now. Better than ever, in fact.
The Sayunaa Royal Treasury has guarded the blood shard for generations. Even I did not know this until recently. Somehow, Cormag knew this, and I led him right to it. He consolidated the energy from Giovanni's shard, and I tapped into the blood shard. I learned the cure. It was too late for my father.
The cure?
Yes. In essence, I am reliant on the blood shard to survive. And now that Cormag has taken it, I must devour vast amounts of life. I'm not sure what would become of me when there are no enemies to serve this purpose.
Sheesh. I'm sure we can figure something out. The cure seems to fix you right up, though?
In a manner of speaking. I understand now why my father and his ancestors kept the blood shard a closely guarded secret. Now that I've delved deeply into the power granted by the blood shard, I could become an unstoppable enemy.
Don't you think you're just stressed out? Considering everything that's happened lately, anyone would be pulling their hair out. Give yourself a break, huh?
Perhaps you are right.
Yeah. Just stay off the magic for a while, I guess. We'll figure it out.
Actually, friend, the damage to myself should be minimal from now on. Tapping the shard has expanded my control and understanding. One positive to all this.
Oh, well, good. Just don't go full-on vampire on us,
I will consider it. Take care, my friend.
Let us never part ways again, Lucian.
Ready to go to the arena? Hey, babe.
Hi.
Hey, you. Nice town, isn't it?
Varna isn't the #1 tourist destination in the world for nothing. Warm, sunny weather, beautiful beaches, casinos and culture everywhere. Just stay out of the slums and you're good.
Once we finally get some real downtime, we'll see what kind of trouble we can stir up here.
You read my mind, soldier boy.
What you up to? Figure out the secrets of the universe yet?
Almost. But for now, Toby and I have been closing in on a final solution to Aetheria, based on Aldor's information. It's basically energy turned into metal. Hard to describe, and I really have no clue how this process actually happens. But I do know that we could reactivate and retrofit this Aetherium equipment if we can just get our hands on a shard.
Nice work. So what exactly would you do with a shard?
I don't think we should go into really technical details like that. Wouldn't want to hurt that pretty head of yours.
Thank you. Your confidence in me is overwhelming.
Don't think you're immune to my ribbing, Soldier Boy. It'll only escalate now.
I may buy like one of everything. I'll have to see what the results of my farming will be. So I guess let's hit the arena. Let's see how far I can go without having to modify my gear. We'll start with a team battle. I'm not keeping this one, but I am going to defeat him anyways. Just to see how far I need to push myself. So it's doable, I just need to figure out a way to survive the first few slashes. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere like this one. I'm sort of measuring myself up. Even if I don't get very far here, I'm going to kind of show how, or I may leave in how far I get through this. Sorry, I'm bad at talking. That's why I do these visual novels or games with lots of talking. because then people can talk for me. There's the only one who can advance is Soha. I feel like her animation is way off compared to the battle or combat visual animation. That might just be the matter of turbo speed in the settings. Alright, so we're done here, I think. I don't think there's anything else. I know I can hit that button, I just wanted to make sure there's nothing else. Let's real quick do the desert and see if there's any new kinds of gear I should be farming to get even more powerful. Oh, I can repeat Angra Mainyu, huh? Interesting. I was hoping I could sneak up on these guys. Oh, come on. You don't look like that at all. I was kind of getting my hopes up as I entered this area. I was like, oh, I hope I kill human enemies so that I can use my ambush ability. Nope. You guys are not even worth my time. If I can avoid you, I will. I'm gonna check the rest of this jumping area first. Then I'll learn how to officially navigate this place for chests. Nice thing about the desert is that it's some wide open expanses. Actually, I timed myself. I tried to see what was better for looting: the desert, which was the most recent area, or the Wamalash jungle. And it turns out, surprisingly, that the desert is surprising to me because the way I figured the way the chests would work is if the chests are just as good in both areas, the newbie area would be the place to go. No, the desert was faster. It had more chests, so it took me like 5 minutes to get 4 chests in Wamalash jungle and like 5 minutes to get 6 chests in the desert. And of course, the few random battles I did manage to bump into, I was able to get like solid or perfect gems or something out of those battles. But so far I'm not too impressed with the Angra Mainyu. If these are human enemies that had a set patrol route, that'd be one thing. Well, I wasn't gonna bother checking the rest of this portal area, but I might as well now if I have to kill this guy, because I'm assuming there's not that many enemies in this area. If I could get some more obsidian, that'd be nice. I keep thinking I've looped far enough down to get to the exit. Okay, I saw the chest, but hold on. I gotta work my way in reverse now? Or will it always be this way? I hope it's always, buttons are always pushed. Because I'd hate to have to push the buttons all the time. Anyway, let's start back from the top. I'm assuming they can stay pushed because, Wamalash, I know, the desert, when you lit it up, as you're going through it, it get unlit when you enter the repeatable version of it, which I guess is a different set of maps. That way they can keep doing the chests and stuff. But once I lit it during the repeatable version, it stayed lit. I still have no idea how to interpret the areas where you just bounce back and forth, so I'm not sure if that's ever an area you can go through or what. So far, not too impressed. Aww. So I'm assuming I know where all the chests will be, and that'll be during the little between the two pillars every time. I gotta check everything first. Or at least most of it. Well, I haven't found a big chest in this area yet. Is it where Lucian perhaps started? Thanks, game. Oh, come on, you're gonna... Hopefully it's not permanently broken. So yeah, this is not a problem with your video player. It's not a problem with my recording. It's the game never finished fading in. That's how badly the enemy ambushed me. Like, I saw them and I was already pushing to the left, but it wasn't enough. Another one. I was pressing S too for going down, so he wouldn't actually ambush me. But alright, game. We'll play it your way. This doesn't look too bad. We'll see how I do. Well, just out of curiosity, let's see if this place maintains my button pushing. If it doesn't, there's no way I'm doing this one over and over. I'm just gonna stick with the desert. Yeah, okay, the buttons are pushed still. I suppose while I'm here, I might as well make a run for the super chest. Like 4 of those will pay for 1 meat, which will increase capacity by what, like 3? Yeah, 3. Let's do a desert real fast to see how it compares. I know I could put it on easy, but again, just for the sake of playing on the hard forever or whatever, just for the sake of saying that I beat the game on hard, or you know, I'm gonna leave it as hard forever. If I remember this dungeon. Come on, I hit spacebar already. It bounces me to the right, so it's just faster. No! I knew he trapped me when I bumped into the bone. This is the part I don't like about this dungeon. There's no room to dodge, so you pretty much have to fight everybody in your way. How'd you get through here with like two or three fights or something? I very rarely make it into the next portal without running into the wall. I know I need to hit up, but I always hit it up too late. Oops. I'm like mashing spacebar with nothing. You gotta stay away from the edges too, because they can attack you. Nice! That was like worth 4 of those chests right there. Alright, so if I do any more farming, it'll be again between missions. But right now, let's go ahead and keep moving.